The biggest mistake that I think I've made in terms of dating and what I would not recommend to anybody is online dating. I started online dating very young, before it was even a term, and I used it to like meet new friends. I used it to meet people that had similar interests. And when you are online dating, it's a different vibe than in real life, because in real life, it's like those are the people that are supposed to be there and are supposed to be in your life. But when you're online, it's unnatural and you're going based off of an image, what they look like, what they're saying. But I found that a lot of the guys that I met online, even if it was just like through social media apps and things like that, that they were dark. That they were dark. And I was very selective on who I hung out with and who I met and where we went and things like that. But it's like a lot of times men, they're on social media apps and dating apps for unscrupulous reasons. They're on social media apps and dating apps in order to meet new women and meet new girls for a fantasy. And I think a lot of that comes from porn, because when they're on their phones and stuff like that, you know, that's the same place, the phone's the computer, where they, a lot of times, most men watch pornography, right? Or where they can see, certain women that they maybe have fantasies about. And then when they open up a dating app, it's like they don't necessarily see that woman as a potential match or a person that they want to have a real relationship with. They see her as a fantasy. They don't really see her as real. And the other part about that is it seems like a lot of the guys, when they get on these dating apps especially, they have a very specific type that they have in mind. They have certain expectations or certain assumptions when they're coming in to meet different women. And what happens is, if that woman isn't exactly what they set out to meet, so let's say they want somebody that's a certain type of height, a certain type of weight or whatever, like a fantasy or something, and they meet someone that falls outside of that, but they're still very attracted to her, it's almost like they don't take the relationship as seriously, because they're like, oh, well, I'm going to kind of wait and keep my options open to see if I can meet this dream girl or this fantasy girl or whatnot. It's basically along those lines. So in general, it's like men come into dating apps and approach online dating with the wrong ideas. So there's also this thing called hookup culture, where it's like the bar has been set so low that people feel like it's okay to meet people and objectify them. So if you're a woman and you're not about that stuff, then you may find that you get treated very badly and discouraged from dating, because it's like you guys are on totally different pages. They may see the whole thing as a game or as a strategy, while you were actually there for a real relationship and a real connection. So don't online date. Instead, the better approach is like meeting people in real life, like doing activities, going to different places, going to different events. If you're having a hard time meeting people, to just expand out and really start participating in things that you enjoy, because that's where you're going to meet people. I have found my very best relationship that I was in came from somebody who was a coworker. Came from a guy, we worked at the same place, we flirted, we got to know each other over the course of weeks at work, and then there was like a work function. We got together at the function, we talked a bit more, and then we found out we lived in the same apartment complex. And we're like, oh cool, tomorrow night let's hang out. And then before you know it, we ended up dating and starting a really great relationship. But I have found that with online dating, no matter how perfectly suited we are in terms of hobbies, interests, goals, what we want in a relationship, or what we say that we are looking for or whatever, there's always it always feels like a stranger. When you meet somebody online, they always feel like a stranger. They never feel like a natural person that was supposed to be in your life. And I believe in, of course, synchronicity and that the people that are supposed to be in your life are in your life for a reason, that they come into your life. But I feel like online dating disrupts that. So let me know your guys' thoughts. If you've had good experiences online, bad experiences online, if you've actually met the love of your life online. I'll talk to you later. Have a great rest of the day. Bye-bye.